the target audience for Balance After Cancer is really anyone who's been diagnosed with something life-changing. Of course, my focus is on cancer, but let's face it, we all kind of deal with life-threatening diagnoses in different ways. So cancer beyond just breast cancer. Of course, that's my expertise because it's what I've been through, but it really is about anyone who has been through cancer or some other disease and needs to get back to normal, because that's what happens, right? At our last appointment with our oncologist, you're all done with treatment, go back to normal. And you're like, where the hell is normal? I can't find it. And it really is something that is so hard for folks who have been through this, because you're literally looking at mortality in the face. You're literally dealing with the after effects of treatment. My brain is not what it was. I went through 8 rounds of chemotherapy. I went through 33 rounds of radiation. My body is changed. My brain is changed. And this happens. Now, even though I'm done, I'm still taking medication. So it doesn't end. With the Balance After Cancer Foundation, I use a blog, of course, to talk a little bit about things that are happening, but I also have a website that has free news-related items. So here is like a quick article on how to use LinkedIn as a cancer survivor, or how to write your resume as a cancer survivor. Then I've got some webinars and some seminars, and the piece de resistance, the thing that I really love, is I have an online class. Having taught college for 13 years means that I know how to write a curriculum, I know how to build an online classroom, and I know how to make it count, right? So anyone who got me when I was teaching college, they would always say, Professor Nielsen is the one who knows what to do. She knows real life. She doesn't talk about the textbook. So when I write a class and I design them and I launch them, the first one is available for free, and it's about the basics. It's about how to get your confidence, your preparedness, and your plan back. And with that, I actually wrote a workbook, and the workbook includes a coloring book. So this is super important because for most people who have been through chemo, it's hard to process huge amounts of dense text. So instead of having just a book, there's a coloring page. So this way people could kind of de-stress and do something to doodle. It's a great way. And there's also fill in the blanks for people to fill things out. So with the books and with the classes that are online, and again, sliding scale, most of the online classes right now are free, although at some point there will be a cost to them. But that's why, as a nonprofit, and that's why I formed to be a nonprofit, is because I want other people to pay for those of us who have been through cancer. I don't want to hit you in the pocketbook. You already paid all your money. You're broke, right? If you have had cancer, even with health insurance, let's face it, we're broke between co-pays and missing work and having to buy a wig. Do you know wigs are like $1,000 freaking dollars? You would think they'd look better, but yet they're $1,000. They look like crud, but they're $1,000. So all of these different things is why my passion is to provide as much as I can for free. So it really is about bridging the gap, much like what Fight Cancer Global is doing, trying to bridge that gap between what exists and what cancer survivors need. Because you know what, whether you're a thriver or you were stage 0 or you were stage 4, you're a survivor because you're still alive and you're still here. And while you're here, make life as enjoyable as you can. Still pay the bills and pay your insurance and all that stuff, but at least have the ability to find something that brings you passion, that you want to do. And that's what I'm hoping my nonprofit can do for survivors.